Woo, we are live. I am going to try and try to take a hair out of my eyelashes there with my glasses in front of my eyes. I am very much looking forward to this evening. I am thinking I am live on Instagram right now. I am. Welcome. Hello. Hey, Ash. Hello and welcome. This week we are doing our art therapy. Hey, is this Sandra? You're coming up as Facebook user. We're going to be working in the winter art journal that we created a couple of weeks ago. If you are inside the Facebook group, you can easily see the videos from the past couple of weeks or 2 weeks ago, because I added them in the description because I know that you would want to make your junk journals maybe from scratch. And this week we are doing some finger painting. We're going to design our fantasy Christmas trees. I plan on cheating a little bit and not doing a background because, as you know, I absolutely love really fast crafts and art therapy so that it delivers the serotonin boost that we need, gives us a sense of accomplishment, and really all the good things that we get from artwork. Please excuse my big tub of gesso if you are watching on Instagram. I use this like nobody's business, and I'm really looking forward to this week. I have been looking at Christmas trees all week. I have been obsessed with lots of different decor. Of course, I'm going to go pastels, kind of inspired by vintage baubles. And if you're on Instagram, you'll be able to see my vintage bauble wreath that I have previously made. So, of course, I have chosen all the kind of colors that you would expect from vintage baubles. I really like colorful, especially at Christmas. I am live on Instagram. Yes, I figured it out, and I'm really hoping that my battery lasts. We'll see. We'll just see. We'll figure it out. I am hoping that everyone has, even if you don't have your junk journaling, excuse me, you can do this in any kind of art journal or canvas board or whatever it is that you have. And I would really like to take a minute to kind of stress the importance of taking time out for yourself, especially during this kind of holiday period. And if you're on Instagram, I apologize. The folks on YouTube and Facebook, oh, maybe, I hope not. Are you able to see me okay? Oh, let me know. If the connection is in trouble, then I'm very sorry. I'm not 100% sure what to do. Let me know if I'm having technical difficulties. Is the picture issue on Facebook, or is it on Instagram, or is it both? Unfortunately, if you are joining Instagram, I can't see you at the moment, but I want to say thank you for joining us. If you like to get arty and farty, then you are absolutely in the right place, because this is our free weekly group session of art therapy. Usually we have 10 to 12 folks show up, but I realize that this is an incredibly busy period and not everybody's going to be able to show up live, and they'll just watch the replay and hit #replay. Okay, so the Instagram live is perfect, but StreamYard is not. It's not coming up on my end that there are problems, because it normally would say connection issue, but I am hoping that it's okay. And hello, if you've joined us on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, all of the above. You can, hey Fiona, welcome. It's lovely to see you. How are you? And again, I apologize if you are watching us through the Instagram live. I'm unable to see who's joining or if anybody's adding comments, but I just want to say thank you so much for joining us. You can also, and please let me know, is the picture on the Instagram live portrait or landscape? Just let me know. Oh, strange. How very strange. Hello, hello, welcome. Just want to say hi to Bugs. Hi to Fiona. Good, ready to go? Yes. Fiona, have you got your Christmas tree up? If you've got your Christmas tree up, I have to know what colour your decorations are and what colour of paints you have chosen for this evening. I think to start with, because I'm cheating and I'm not going to be painting a background, I'm going to use a piece of scrapbook paper that I have included in my journal. Yeah, I like this one the best, just for the Christmas tree. I would, because we are finger painting. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to add lots of different details. We are going to be using acrylic paints, and we're going to be adding kind of light layers so that they dry quickly. Oh, this one's very liquidy. And I just want to make sure that I'm shaking up my paint, because I normally just, when I'm finger painting, just take the lids off and dip my fingers into the lids. And I hope you can see that on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. Unfortunately, I would love to create like a flocked like tree, do you know, as if it were sprayed with fake snow, but I'm not going to be able to add the details with my paws. So I think that I will just add like a really light blue tree maybe, or a white one. So it's portrait on Instagram, and you kind of have to turn things around, but if you turn things around, then you can't see. Man, I wonder, is it possible to change the format? Welcome everybody for joining us. Thank you on Instagram. Sorry, please excuse me for these technical difficulties. Yeah, it isn't. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Nope, it's just gonna have to be sideways. If you want to view us right now live, you can join us. Oh, the picture's not in sync with the audio. Oh no. Sandra, Fiona, are you having issues seeing me today? Seeing and hearing me today? See this arm? Please forgive me, Instagram folks, if you're about to be sick because of my maneuvering of the like tripod-y thing. Careful. I had it perfect. Okay, perfect like it is. I shouldn't have been farting about with it because this arm. You can hear me perfectly. Is it in sync? It might just be your internet connection. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. Picture's not good. Well, farts. Is it any better? See, Bugs is watching on YouTube. So YouTube isn't in sync with the audio. Picture wasn't good on Facebook, but now it's better. Thank you for the updates. I'm just going to keep doing this and hoping that we get through this evening without any major technical difficulties. And I am going to start. I think, as I was saying, I would love a flock tree. Picture's a bit grainy. Oh no. Well, I'm going to start using gesso just to add a light layer. Hey, Bonnie, welcome. Lovely to see you. Let me know what colors you have chosen for your tree, and I'm very excited to see everybody's homework. And I'm just going to get started right now. I'm going to use the lid to tap off excess paint. And please excuse me on Instagram. And I am going to move this down. I don't expect this to be a very long episode. Would you say episode session? And much like we did in our flowers, we are going to be doing just light strokes and pulling away. And where did it go? This way. I decided to do finger painting because it was probably the most popular piece of homework that was in the Facebook group. If you're watching on YouTube, the gals are uploading what they create afterwards. You are more than welcome to join us. There is a link in the profile on Instagram. We just got our tree up today, and inside the Facebook group I shared pictures of Mumbles, the wee beautiful cat who snores like an old man, just helping, just lying on top of absolutely everything as soon as the box was open. So of course couldn't get got the first layer of branches around the bottom, and then could access nothing else because she was just lying all over the top of it. So I'm just doing little kind of sweeping movements, and I'm not going in the ways, because this way it gives like a kind of a feathered effect once you lift your hand off, and it's a lot lighter. So yeah, it's quite thick, this gesso, so ooh. And just as a little PSA, next week we are going to be back with our doodles again for this journal, which I'm very excited about too. I just love doing these sessions with you. It is just incredible to talk to people, especially during COVID and Omicron and all of this. We are so isolated at the moment, and people are struggling and they're not talking about it. And if you can't talk about it, if you don't feel like you can talk about it, you can always take this time out for yourself and just let your mind switch off instead of potentially just going into a negative thought spiral. Does anybody have a glass paint palette? So I know if you're in the States, you are going to be familiar with Bob Ross, but he's only kind of become known in the United Kingdom here over the past couple of years, especially with the brand of paints and things that were released, excuse me, in his name. And there's a channel here in the UK, and in the evening, I just love to watch it, not even to do any painting along, just his voice and his wee stories and everything are just so delightful. So even if you are just watching me, I can understand that you are going to be getting the benefit of just relaxing and switching your brain off from just spirals of thought of any kind. And if you want to add a little bit more paint because it's too light, please go on ahead. This bit's already dried. Excuse me, I'm going to have a wee sip of water in a second. Sandra, if anybody is commenting on Instagram, could you please let me know so I can answer questions? If there are any questions, I want to say, I want to keep saying thank you for showing up, because I know that just showing up is a big ask nowadays. And I appreciate every single one of you, because our attention is just taken by so many things. This looks like a lovely little feathery tree. Sandra, how are you and baby Mila doing? I keep forgetting the pronunciation. I think snow in the background would have been great. But sure. Ooh. I've already started. Oh, I should have brought a cloth. Oh, let me just check that you can still see that on Instagram. Hello, everybody who's on Instagram and watching. Hello, the folks at Alt New. Welcome. Oh my goodness, I'm such a fan of Alt New products. Let me just check. Now, I want to do small baubles, so I'm going to be using my little finger. And I'm going to be using the colour from the caps like I mentioned earlier. And oh, that one needs a wee bit more shaking. There we go. I'm loving these colours. They're so bright. I would absolutely just adore like a gumball garland. I think that would be fabulous. So that's a great red as well. Oh, I've got a couple of different shades of pink, but because the background's pink, I'm not going to go too crazy. I also don't have a yellow here, but I have this yellow marker, and I'm going to just put it on some paper, or the top of this lid actually, and then I can dab what would be a little star on the top. So I just put the paint on the lid. I'm going to use my little finger, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to use my nails to hopefully drag it out. And because this is a paint marker, it is a little bit more liquid-like. So I'm pulling away from the yellow because I want it to give the impression that it's shining. How are you doing, Bonnie? How's your wee doggy recovered? I think having a few yellow baubles as well would be pretty great. Now, could somebody tell me or give me a suggestion for what color I could use, sorry, as the little kind of, what do you call it, like pot or whatever you would use to put the tree in? Let me see. Oh, I do have a cloth. Oh, and hand sanitizer, that's handy. Just use that. Okay, so the yellow doesn't want to come off. Oops, oops. So let's just do a few dots here and there. Oh, that's not a dot. Oh, that's a splodge. Sandra, what colour would your fantasy Christmas tree be? I was fairly surprised that the blue Christmas one in the little poll that you did inside the Facebook group. Oh, Bonnie, that of course. That's so sad whenever they just get wee frights and just jump at everything. Bonnie's wee doggy was attacked by another wee doggy a while ago, but I'm glad that she has recovered even with her battle scars. She's clearly got a good home. Oh, I just scratched my own finger with my nail. What an idiot. Oh, Sandra, yes, I also love this technique. It's one of my faves. I think it's just really popular in the Facebook group and with the gals who normally show up, the usual suspects, because it's easy and it's messy and you don't actually need any particular flipping skills. You don't need to learn how to draw or do anything else. Okay, so these blue ones are giant bubbles. Whoops. Bonnie, you've lost me. What was $1,000? Was that how much it cost to treat her? Jeepers. I cannot even imagine. Whenever Pooper, do you remember Pooper's had a wee problem with her back a while ago? And was just heart scared. Wasn't sure what was going to be happening with her. She was going to get an MRI if the steroids didn't work. Thankfully they did. But the MRI was going to cost £1,000. Like, whoo! Pardon? Excuse me? Yeah, the vets, £1,000 or $1,000. My goodness. Well, I'm happy that you were able to get that sorted for her. That's a blessing, of course. Now, I might need to cheat when it comes to doing like a little garland. I have cotton buds here. I don't have any smaller fingers. Oh man. Now, what colour will we do the garland on this mad little tree? Done quite a bit of blue. I'm just going to use a cotton bud, I think, just to make it easier. I would love, like, I think only in America they do the popcorn on strings. I'm not 100% sure. That could be false. Oh, I've got purple here. I've got a purple marker, but that's kind of cheating as well. That's all cheating. Well, let's just try it anyway. Sorry, having to concentrate here for the mid dots. Oh, I'm gonna have to add lights as well. I'm glad I actually went for this thin nib marker instead of using a cotton bud, because the end of the cotton bud would be a little bit thicker. Let's go the whole way across because it's meant to be wider at the bottom. Has anybody got a colour suggestion for the wee bucket I could put my tree in? This is kind of a luminous yellow. Going to be dotting all over the tree to be the lights. Has anybody not put up their Christmas tree yet? I have to finish our one here. The one here this year is kind of gold and creamy and white. It's just lovely. I just love seeing the lights, and I love kind of going past other people's houses and just nosying at their decorations. I'm a big fan of that. Sorry, just concentrating for this last little bit. The yellow polka dotty lights. I'm glad I didn't add, oh man. Oh, you've only got a wee tiny tree, Sandra. What kind of size? Is it like 3 foot or what? Oh, here's peach. I could do a peach kind of a bucket, couldn't I? No, I'll do a peach. Oh, trunk. So this week anyway, is a super fast one because I'm not going to use a pen anymore. Because I want you to be able to easily recreate it. So this is paint I mixed a couple of weeks ago, and it is just a chalk paint mixed with this kind of a color. And that's quite a lot, so I don't want to add too much. But it should dry quickly, which is great. Exactly what we want. And I hope that everyone is able to come and see us next Friday for our doodles, because the following 2 weeks then that will be Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, so I will not be doing sessions then. And I'll be taking the first week in January off, but I'll let everybody know inside the group. And then we can figure out our theme and a continuation on our winter journals. Oh, I'd love to see some pictures, Sandra. That'd be fabulous. So this has been probably the quickest journal layout that we have done. And I am so excited. Welcome Bear Stitch Craft on Instagram. Apologies to everybody who is just looking at my torso as I climb up to see things. Because we were doing our winter journals, now excuse me, I'm just going to show you my face on Facebook and YouTube. I treated myself to some ephemera. This is by Pink Fresh Studio. I got myself a sticker book because, as I have said in our autumn journal, we are going to be keeping this as flat as possible, purely because of the stitch binding that we did. Whenever it gets thick, like it's already getting thick because the pages have bent a little bit, but that doesn't matter to me. I just love making these journals. And I've got another packet of ephemera from Pink Fresh Studio. but Poopers has been going absolutely mental in here, and she may have boxed it off the floor. I love my wee Christmas tree. I love it so much. It is colourful. I would love to be able to create a garland out of gumballs. I can't remember where I saw it, but I am obsessed. What is the name of that designer in the States? Oh, Betsy Johnson. Have you ever seen her Christmas trees that she would have done? Oh, amazing. Just amazing. Oh, I've lost something already. Okay, so I've got wee things. I've got sayings. I've got words. Ooh. So these are so cute. Oh, oh no, oh no. How cute. How very cute. I love this. This would suit. I would imagine popcorn is a paint a string. Yeah, and I would have had the majority of it eaten before I got it anywhere near strings. This, oh man, I wish I had made my tree a wee bit smaller because it would have been perfect for under that tree. It's all the same colors. And this is why I got you to choose a color palette for your winter journal this year, because I wanted to stick with the theme so that you see by the end, like whenever you fill your journal, what it's like to have a truly cohesive piece, like all visually similar, and the effect that that has on the viewer. Like it brings a lot of joy. It also lights up the part of the brain that just gets excited and anticipates doing it again. So there are all sorts of wonderful benefits to making things beautiful. Oh, counting down the days is a great one. Oh yeah, that's true. I just want to drink hot cocoa and watch Christmas movies. Yes. Oh, I would love to know actually what Christmas movie is the one movie that you watch every single year. I have two. So for me, it is The Muppets Christmas Carol, of course, the greatest version of the Christmas Carol that has ever been created. Like the best. Oh, mistletoe and candy cane wishes. And Elf, of course. Oh, I would absolutely love. No, see, the stars kind of in the way. This is the layout that we did last week. Just want to show whoever is watching on Instagram, and you can catch up on that on YouTube or inside the Facebook group. I am thinking that he's missing something down here, and I will be adding something, just haven't decided what. Ooh, here's a good place to start. It would actually be great if I could staple that in there. That's cute. That in itself would do a perfect layout, just if you're watching on Instagram. That in itself, just that word, that phrase, sorry, on that piece of paper. Let me show you. Just the colors and everything is perfect. Kind of looks like a book cover. So I am gonna stick that in because that's another layout done. And of course, there's always a million of these glue sticks about the place. And of course, you can go back, if you're watching on Instagram, you can go through our kind of back catalogue of art therapy sessions and watch the layouts that we've all done together, the journals that we've made. We made one for autumn, this one's for winter. All through the year, I have been sharing lots of different techniques that you can use to create fast and really beautiful pieces. Oh my goodness, I forgot to put my my camera down. So that is that stuck. I like that. That looks great. I'll do something there. I am in love with this winter journal. I'm in love with it too. So the tree. Got a bit of red splodge in there. Pink. I'm sure that's okay. That can be covered on both sides. Lips. So let me see. Nope. Because this is gold glittery vellum, I'm not 100% sure. I'm a little bit scared after, do you remember last time I used some paint on vellum and it just kind of crinkled immediately? So I'm just placing different pieces of ephemera, trying to decide what is going to go here. I might actually end up putting photographs here. Let me see, where's my sticker book? Back here. Oh, I've got, of course, this is a Christmas lights catalogue. It just arrived at the house one day. So, oh yes, that reminds me. If you are on Facebook or Instagram, no, not Instagram, YouTube, please be sure to like the post or like it on YouTube as well, because that really helps kind of get the word out to people who are in desperate need of some kind of creative arts therapy, just to unwind and relax and get them through this season, because people they really are struggling. I know I've said it before, but I'm here to stop the struggle, because it can be stopped and it can be reduced. So I'm just gonna flick through and see if there's any pictures in here that I would happily just plonk on top. Oh, excuse me, I've had a bit of an issue. Well, I don't know if you can see on Instagram, but I was bitten by a cat. Well, it's my cat actually, so not Poopers, but another one in the house yesterday. These are the bottom teeth marks. It is totally swollen and it is so sore. Don't worry, I have got antibiotics. I have been talking to the doctor. Everything's kind of sorted out. Oh, those are beautiful. I love those little guys, those little deer. And you can, of course, cut out from your magazines. Oh, that's the kind of flocked Christmas tree that I would love. I should do this back to front so you can see properly. Sorry if you're on Instagram and you're just having to turn your head now. Yeah, of course, this is a lighting catalogue, but they've got some beautiful, just beautiful photographs. I love these. I love some of these. I love that chair. Turns out I'm a big fan of velvets. Ooh, look at that. So fancy. That's a great little thing to cut out of a catalogue, as is this. And we've got you covered now. So this one, Feel the Love, probably. You could even cut out the words separately and save it into your like little ephemera book, not book, folder. I have a couple of folders. I'm going to have to do a bit of a cull, I think. I really like this. Oh, wrong way. Oh, whoops. So I could technically cut out that and also that and have two, like both sides of the vellum covered. All right, let me see where I've hidden this. Oh no, I'll put them behind. I finally got my dream. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Yeah, I heard and felt a crunch from my hand yesterday. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And yeah, I thankfully got my tetanus last month, the booster. So otherwise I would have had to go to hospital, and I think the waiting times in A&E, or what we call the emergency room, is something like 10 or 12 hours. So I don't fancy that. Not a fan of that idea. So I'm going to keep watching it and just making sure, because it's sore and I'm expecting the redness to go down in a few days. I started my antibiotics this morning, so I'm sure I'll be fine. But we're still not friends. We're mortal enemies now. And she's taken the #1 spot now. She's overtaken Poopers to be the worst cat in this house. They're both monsters. And wee Mumbles is just the gorgeous princess, of course. She's just beautiful. So I hope you can still see on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining again. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm so excited to see you. Okay, so that can be trimmed up top or down bottom. Let's go. Where's the scissors? Cut the legs off the chair. get that to fit with a little bit of room to spare. Yeah, I think that cushion's beautiful. If anybody, what is that? Is that gold or is that just rope or gold rope? I think it's gold rope. If anybody recognizes this cushion or pillow, please let me know where it's from. Where do you want me to move the camera, Bugs? Can you see? Oh, I need my clip. Here's the problem. By the way, if you love to paint this art journals, these kinds of clips, actually the bigger ones, are going to be your best friends. They're fantastic for keeping paper flat whenever you need to let paint dry. Stop it all curling up at the sides. And I did have another one lying about here, but I think it's fallen down the back of my desk. And I just have to remember that I'm doing this upside down for YouTube. Or it could be a disaster. Oh. Man, I hate it whenever the glue stick just gunks a whole load of glue out. Just, here you go. Have a big splodge. That'll help. Okay, upside down. Oh, move that just a bit. Move it over. Oh, I love also that these kind of glue sticks, kind of like Elmer's glue, are movable whenever you place it down. Make sure that stays like that. And I'm hoping that my splodge has dried. Got it, that's there. But sure, I was finger painting, so you're supposed to make a mess. And now where, oh yeah, there. And that's gonna go there. And I'm thinking maybe some glitter tape along the top and bottom. And I do have gold glitter tape. Can't lay my hands on it right this second, but I know I have it. And I just want to make sure that this is dry before I shut this over, since we were covering the paint splodges all together. And hello, 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 welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope, sorry, I was just waving to folks on. It's hi, hi, just waving. Oh yes, should have pinned that back down again. And I see that that's gold. I love this sticker book from Simply Stories. These, I think these are for planners or for the Simply Stories memory keeping. But I just want to show you the phrases at the back, which is kind of the main reason why I bought it. These. I thought they were so cute, kind of like brush lettering. Fancy lettering that you don't have to do, and they've got pre-colored backgrounds. Oh, that's nice. Do I want that down there? Yeah, let's do it. Also, another art journal layout. So how many is that today? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be another one. That's a ton of those happy hormones going into your brain. And that's exactly what we want. Do you know what? I'm going to put this piece of paper down. And just hope no splodges occur. And I'm going to do this again with the glue stick. By the way, if you know of any companies that do beautiful artsy catalogs, I would encourage you to get hold of them, because they make fabulous ephemera for your art journals. I know in the UK there's a company called Sea Salt, and they always do the most beautiful illustrations in their catalogs, which I usually end up cutting out and using in my art journals. And because this vellum is supposed to, it's kind of only glittery on one side. Oh yeah, it was dry. I could probably add a gold pen, although I'm not, I think my gold pen gave up the ghost there, because I tried using it for Christmas cards and nothing was happening. You know, those uni Posca pens, if you don't, I can only use the gold pens at Christmas, so nope, not on that side. I think these colours are not really going to work for the gold. Let me see. I love those little deer, they're so cute. Let's see them. If somebody could tell me where I put, oh, I remember. I can't believe I forgot about my massive flipping, massive big box of Christmas craft supplies. What an idiot. What an idiot. So I have this Heidi Swap gold glitter tape, or I've got this Heidi Swap gold glitter tape. Both the same, just smaller roll on the marquee one that's unopened. I've also got some rather fabulous red glitter tape. I just collect these every year and just keep adding them to my stock. I'm going to have to go through it, I think. Might to give a few donations. Although I think if I do this on this side, I may have to add... Right, I'll just do this one. Because I don't have like a light pink one to do on the other side. Oh, that's hard to cut. Careful. And then you can always cut slightly longer lengths and then just trim the edge of your page. Just make sure that it's lined up with what you've glued down. And of course you could add text above here. So if you have like a Dymo label maker, you could type words on white and then add it there. Oh man. Here we go. There we are. And of course you can add lettering to this bit that you've glued down. Although there's a massive crinkle in that bit. Yeah. So we've done 4 layouts today. We have done, they don't have to be difficult, they don't have to be time consuming. What you're doing here is trying to fill up a journal, and I promise you, whenever you have filled it up, you're going to get a massive, just a massive release of feelings, good, happy hormones, good feelings, and just a massive sense of accomplishment. This is the finger painting that we did together. Oh, that'd be great if I could, although, yeah. Hey Santa, happiest of holidays, that could be good. Yeah, that'll cover a splodge. Get away with that. And I hope that the way that I don't care about making mistakes, because they can be easily covered up and helps to evolve a piece of art, that you too embrace that. Because one of the biggest issues that the ladies have in our Facebook group, the usual suspects, is dealing with the myth of perfectionism. And the truth of it all is, now I know my gals know this already, but perfect is not a thing. It doesn't exist. So I want to make sure that everyone is confident, creatively speaking, and doesn't mind the fact that they're going to make mistakes here and there, and realize that they can be so easily fixed, just so easily. And I'm wondering, do I have something to cover this bit here that the text is on the other side. Oh, look, there's presents, little present stickers I could stick under my tree if there's room. Oh, I could. Oh, I might do that later. Oh, sorry, this is upside down on Instagram. I'm so sorry. Let me see. Deck the halls. The pink would work, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's go. Or Mary. It'd be great if I had an and bright. Would love that, but we're dealing with what we got. So I think next week we will be doodling on this page, similar to the way we did our autumn doodles. And I just want to go through the journal again, and I hope that folks can see on Instagram, kind of turn it round as well. I'll just do both. I'll turn it back and forth. Hello, Najali. I hope that I pronounced your name correctly. So we've got the cover. Now I didn't add these, but I did add this. And I know I said not to be adding chipboard and stuff, but I love this Santa Claus, and he was already attached to the, oh, I'm stuck, to the doily. Oh, we had a precarious event of just peeling things off. And this is just a little pocket where you can add photographs whenever we take them at Christmas time. This is the vellum that I messed up with paint, but I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. Of course, you saw this today. This was last week's little snowman collage, a mixed media collage. Of course, you recognize this from today and today and today. This is as far as I have got. I also want to point out that it doesn't matter if you don't fill your winter journal this year. We will be continuing in it after Christmas, and we probably will end up filling it. But if for some reason you don't end up filling it, that's okay. You can always use it again next year, and just be sure to date your layouts like I did last week. I will add the date to this later. I need to get myself a new stamp. I had one of those rolling date stamps, but it ran out last year, and I just have not got another one. And I want to thank you so much for joining me. If you are on Instagram, please be sure to join us in the Facebook group via clairedb.com/FB, or check out our YouTube channel via the link in profile. Now I'm going to come off Instagram. Just want to say thank you very much, and I'm going to finish chatting to the gals on Facebook and YouTube, and I will see you next week. Bye. Okay, so let's turn that off. Get that out of the way. And hello, oh, the arm, the arm of this. Get that out of the way, just. Again, I want to thank you. I want to see your photographs of your fantasy Christmas tree in the Facebook group. I love my little tree. I'll be taking photographs of my layouts tomorrow, and I'll be adding a link to the replay. If you have missed your friend coming this evening, please be sure to just tag the names in the post. I know it's inside the Facebook group, so they do need to be a member of the group. Or send the YouTube link. Please feel free. You're more than welcome. The more the merrier. And Sandra, it might be worth tagging a few of the usual suspects so that they take some time out, because it's so busy this time of year. Just take some time out for themselves to just kind of rest and do super simple layouts, like adding a bit of ephemera to a scrapbook page, and that's it. Like, it's so easy. We don't have to make it overly complicated, and we're just enjoying our journals. And I still got my autumnal one here, and I just love it because they're thin, they're easy to fill, and they're a lot of fun to create. And I'm trying to keep them similar size and similar binding so that we can well, kind of line them up on a bookcase eventually. That's the goal. So thank you so much for joining me this evening. I will see you next week for Christmas doodles, and then the following 2 weeks are going to be the festive holidays for all of us. And I want to thank you again for joining me. Bonnie, it was fabulous to have you here. And Fiona, I hope you managed to stick around. I would love to see your blue and silver tree. I mean, in your journal. I'm pretty sure that a few blue decorations were already uploaded to the group. I loved looking at everybody's trees this week. Fabulous. Love them. Thank you again. I know I keep saying it, but I really cannot express how grateful I am that you show up every week and you want to get involved. It means a lot to me, and I hope that it helps. I really do. And just have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.